Whew, a row of things to do. Good morning. It's Roz here. Roz Boundy, psychic medium, that persona that I'm here with. It's one of those things that I woke up this morning wondering, which persona, which person, who am I? Sometimes when you have your dreams in the night, you wake up wondering, where the heck are you? And things like that. Well, that's the sort of thing that happened for me this morning. And as I'm looking at, whoops, how that's sitting, I had the angle of my camera just a little bit wrong, but that's all right. That is quite fine. So if you'd like to actually just let others know that if friends or people that you know would be interested in having the guidance from a daily reading, do let them know that I'm live right now and about to start reading the card spread that we've been following along with for a while now, daily. So if you need, now I'm just trying to think, what was I after? I have managed to be able to cross post this to my Hypnosis Plus with Roz page. So if you're on that one, you'll see that I forgot to put the comment, click the link above, and I'm just trying to find, did that actually transfer across? It did, so that's fine. That is good. Okay, so now I'm just going to drop my Facebook page out of the way. And we'll get to the reading. So here we go. We swap this around. I'll drop that comment. Hi, Diane. How are you? Great to see you here. And, of course, that drops down that share thing, spread it around top of text. Just getting the scrolling text off. That is my website for booking the personalized readings. So, because I do those as part of the services that I actually offer people. Interesting cards this morning. I enjoyed putting this set out, and it's just a little bit offline to be able to show you. That's it. Now, for those who are new or not seen this deck before, this is the deck that I'm using. I'll try and put it down. I think I have my camera just a little bit closer than usual. So it's the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. It is a Lenormand deck, not a tarot deck, okay, because there is a difference. So I love working with this deck. It's just what I'm so attracted to. It's just got beautiful artwork. Now, we've got the workspace, the home space. Up here's the unexpected. Down here we've got your role, and right in the centre we've got that outcome. So it's the summary of what we're doing there. Now, excuse me, I seem to have a frog in my throat. I did actually bring my cup of coffee in this morning. Sometimes when you just wake up with that weird sensation of where am I type thing, it's putting a bit of the other stuff out of whack too. As in, my throat really did feel like it had something stuck in it, something stuck in it. What we've got here, the timepieces in the work scenario. So what do I feel with that? What I'm seeing, because I know that, like, the way that I woke up this morning and not really wanting to get out of bed and feeling, where am I? What I'm seeing in the background, instead of that stained glass window type big clock face crack, the spackled crack ceramic clock face look in the background, it actually looks to me like it's a dream catcher with the little tassels hanging down here that's actually on the clock. That's what's coming to mind, and I'm feeling, as I'm feeling into that, it really does feel like it's time to actually catch those dreams, to move it from being the dreams and into the reality, and actually grabbing it, running with it, bringing it forward so that it is actually time now to bring those dreams into action. So, because clocks, time, it moves forward regardless of what we do with our, the timepieces that gauge it and everything. Time itself, just the progression of what is, continues. So, regardless what we're doing within it. So, it's suggesting to me, yes, time too. and get our dreams and do with them what we actually want to move forward. And in the home space, there looks to me to be a bit of work. It's the solid background of a bear. Bears are big creatures and they really do have that. We sometimes think of them as being slow and, lumbersome. Cumbersome? Lumbersome. Anyway, that they have that strength and solidity of what they're moving into and doing. And we get surprised when we see the speed in those videos, the documentaries and the rest, how fast they actually can move. So it's I'm just feeling, don't be deceived by those around you who are and yourself, how much you actually can do, even if it feels like it's just slow and sluggish and taking a long time. Put into it, it is going to bring whatever timeline, whatever speed, whatever, it will happen as it's meant to, as far as, and you'll be surprised by how, what do you call that? The looking back retrospectively throughout your day at how much you've actually achieved, even if it doesn't feel like it. It's that type of, it's almost like the fogginess of the time, actually looking back and realizing, oh, gee, it went quick, but it also, I've done a lot in that time, and around your home space. It could be that, because one of the things I really don't like, and I don't think too many people like it, is the housework and cleaning and that type of thing. Needs doing, and you'll be surprised at how quickly the time goes, and how quickly you've done it, and how thoroughly you've done it. That's what I'm feeling with that. So put that type of mindset into what you're doing around your home space and the people that you have in your home. Oh, excuse me. What we've got in our unexpected card space. Just have a look at that. Oh, needed that. The moon. Beautiful, beautiful moon. I love the blue in that. It's just a gorgeous colour, and it really does. It brings to mind that expanse, the night sky, as you look into that night sky. And as I'm actually looking into the camera even now, the expanse of who we can reach, because this method, doing live streams like this really does go global. It's who knows who's showing up anywhere, where. And we've got good Boundy. My sluggish internet stopped me joining you. Good. Oh, I like that joined word there. Good Boundy. Cute. And then you've corrected. Here, Ros Boundy. Hi, how are you, Shaz? So, yeah, something, it's to me, I'm feeling like it's just going to be one of those days. And I myself, with the unexpected, I'm hoping that what comes forward for me today in that unexpected is just going to be that expanse and that feeling of, I'm not alone in this, because we're not. And it is that, be that reflection for others of what each and every one of us needs in our day. If you're feeling low, be the smile for someone. And it's one of those things that, even for ourselves, if you're smiling, you can't feel low. You can't, it's so hard to feel angry when you're smiling. And that type of a thing. This is what the unexpected I'm feeling with this, because we can be that we want to be. It's just the way our thoughts are that limit that. So, and we've got the mechanics and all that we need around us to do that. So, yeah, just remember too that cycles are what they are. We're in whatever cycle of the moon phases, etc. So it's reminding us that, um, it really is just allowing things to happen in their right cycle, right time. And if we're really needing to, it's the bringing it forward for someone else in our day as well, not just ourselves. We aren't alone. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that card. Yeah, I thought I'd set my camera a little bit too far forward there, because that's a bit too far. Whoopsie. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Tree. We've got tree in our role, and that's good grounding. because a tree really is that something that brings depth, solidity into our day. So we've got deep roots. I just remind myself, as far as most trees have really deep roots. This one does. You can tell even from, with just a glance how deep the roots of this tree goes. And having that symbol of the Kabbalah on that trunk, it really gives even more depth and oh, encompasses all of is what I'm feeling, because the roots, look, they just go so deep. The branches, they are so lush and flourishing and still reaching high, and all the fruits and the life going on around it. So your role really is to be connected with that. And that's what I'm feeling for it this morning, that I really need to be connected with what is the natural, what is nature. So bringing it forward and moving it into that connection that is the networks that we are on that energetic level. So, and I'm going to there, hopefully it's still straight. I'm going to bring this comment up that has put, I seem to be in the watch section and not getting into your page. Now, Shaz, are you using that new format of Facebook? Because I have got mine up. It took me a while to find where some of the stuff is, with the way that Facebook has actually changed things around. Um, I think they feel that they've opened it up. I've actually since closed it. I can't look at it for you. Um, as far as finding my own page to check that I've got things set, and my own, um, on the alternate, because I've got it on the two pages in Facebook. So because I've cross posted to the Hypnosis Plus with Ros page, and it's playing on my Ros Boundy page. So that's those two. I do have it live streaming also into my YouTube channel, which I'm trusting that it is live there. I'm not going to look and see. That's where, with the technology that we have, we hope that it is all connected properly. And that's probably something to do with the way our networks work, our role in the tree being there, that's also indicating that checking on our networks and being part of the bigger picture, especially since we've got that moon coming in, popping in, and that feeling of not being alone. And right here in the center, we've actually got the birds, and the birds are about communication. And it's very hard to communicate with self, although I do it all the time. I talk with myself because a lot of my time is spent as a solo operator here. So the birds, it is about that connecting and communicating, and we're going to have a lot of that through our day, and like the outcome will be that we've been able to get good communication happening. I'm feeling it's more communication and not just idle gossip and things that don't mean anything. I think it really is more around the what's needed, what we're needing to actually be touching on through our day that's important, and being able to resolve some issues if that's what we're experiencing. So even just that brainstorming type work for the work side, and bringing those dreams into reality and sharing it with someone we trust, because sometimes our dreams can be a little bit, what we're wanting to put into place can be a little bit, not, seem like crazy stuff. But chat with some friends, and you might find that there'll be some form of resolution around that, putting in the hard work for it and everything. So, I think it's a great set of cards this morning. So I'm um, hoping that's helpful for you. Now, you're lost at the moment, but as you're watching, you're staying put. That's as far as finding where these live streams are. Yeah, so I have persisted and left my Facebook um, type being what they're rolling out, that new one, the updated one. And it is confusing. I'm just going to go back to the solo stream. It is confusing. Yeah, it confused the heck out of me yesterday morning when I came into the computer, turn on the Facebook, the YouTube, and the Be Live, because that is what I do as part of that process. And there's this different looking Facebook. And I thought, oh, I've had this once before, and I turned it straight back off. I didn't like the feel of it, and I still don't. But the potential that we're going to have to put that into our mindset that this is what it's going to be. It's obviously the way that Facebook are moving it. Hi, Kerry Ann, how are you? Oh, I like what you've got there in your avatar photo. Lovely. So we do need to look, some things are not within our own control. At the moment, we can switch it back to the classic or the old one. I decided not to. I'm going to get used to it and find where things are, because sure as eggs, it's going to change to that at some point where we don't have the choice of going back. So get used to it. YouTube itself did the same thing not that long ago, where there was the choice between an old style YouTube studio and a new style, which is now. So even with the Facebook, um, keep practicing it, because that's what, it's the old saying, practice makes perfect. And I think even with the cards, as we get used to how we see the guidance, thank you, Tracy, it's lovely. Thank you for that. Even as we see the guidance and look at it and think, God, what a lot of shit. Oops, did I say that word? Yes, I did. Um, it's what you can receive from it for yourself. It's what's actually meaningful for you, not just to make it up as you're going, but take that initial gut feeling information that you're getting as you're seeing the cards. Take that as your message and what you're needing to use for your particular situation and what your life is involving. So you are the one that will be the best interpreter of what the cards mean for you. I'm just a helper, a channel, and that's I just love doing this every morning. It's just something that what's that? I'm trying to think of that saying. That the shared load. That one. It makes it half. Whatever it is. Anyway, I can't remember. That's seeming to be part of my start of the day. That is like that. It's just a little bit on the. There's so much that is happening around us, and we need to actually calm those waters a little. So I'm going to actually take my lovely cup of coffee that is now half done, and I'm going to sit and I'm going to light my candle. I'm feeling I need to light a candle this morning, which is it's not my normal practice, but I'll do that. And just spend a bit of time in sitting in my space. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you feel guided to do something similar, do spend that time with yourself in whatever way you need to. And I'm going to be here tomorrow again at 8. So we'll see you then. There was something I was going to mention too. What's today? Is Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, no, tomorrow's fine. I didn't have anything else. So thank you for being here for today, and continue to be the best person that you can be. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Namaste.